rip up the script now. We're doing an 800,000 savings plan. Where do you start?
Right.
And so I think separating, right, you have your retirement money, which is still really important to continue saving for. What we see is a lot of families end up actually using their retirement money.
They borrow from it because Nancy wants to go to some fancy 7th grade school.
That's right. And so I think ultimately you can, as soon as you're really expecting a child or even just planning ahead, you can already set up a separate tax-free college savings account, which accumulates over time, and that makes a huge difference, even if you put a little bit over time.
Can I segue?
Please,
Is it okay? Gabriela Santos is here, and she's very good. Arnott and Harvey over at the CFA are blowing up the growth and value model. We were all weaned on you're either in growthiness or you're in value. And they're saying there's only two things left, growth, cheap, or growth, fancy. Where is value now? The traditional low PE multiple value, is it dead?
Absolutely not. And I think whether you measure it directly by the price to earnings ratio or not, I do think valuations or expectations are crucial. I mean, if you think about a day like today, all of a sudden you have a bit of a correction in the market, not because fundamentally anything has changed, but because expectations were very elevated, positioning was also very concentrated, and anything that you have that doesn't meet expectations all of a sudden becomes an issue. So we always think about the actual fundamentals, but what is actually implicit in the price.
We're going to bring up this now. This is too important, Gabby, off of your wonderful comments earlier on life expectancy, but let's just fold it into the Santos 800,000 plan for Ignatius. Here it is, changing life expectancy. If you're 30-something like Gabby, the answer is you got 81 more years to figure all this out. A fossil like me, I got like 10 years to figure it out, maybe 12 or that. The heart of the matter for JPMorgan Asset Management is ERISA 74 or 1994. It's all changed. We're living forever with education costs and retirement.
And for my son, for example, he should plan on living a 100-year life. That was a wonderful book I read. And so how do we plan not just to have these really long lives, but to live them in dignity? And that's ultimately to save, but to take that extra step to actually invest.